Welcome to Healthier Daily. I am Dr. Ben Carter. I want to start today with a confession. For 30 years, I gave my patients the wrong advice. When an older gentleman would come to me and say, Dr. Ben, my legs are getting thin, or I feel weak when I carry the groceries, I would tell them all the same thing. I would say, eat more chicken breast. It is lean, it is healthy, it is pure protein. I even watched my own father follow this advice. He was a retired construction worker, a tough man. He ate grilled chicken breast every single day for lunch. But by the time he turned 70, he could barely lift his grandchildren. He was eating the protein, but his muscles were melting away right in front of my eyes. I was confused. He was following the rules. So why was he getting weaker? It was only later that I discovered the missing piece of the puzzle. The science calls it nutrient density. You see, chicken is great, but chicken is just a brick. If you dump a pile of bricks on a construction site, do they turn into a building by themselves? No. You need workers, you need cement, you need trucks. Today we are going to reveal 8 foods that are better than chicken because they don't just give you the bricks, they give you the workers. These foods contain the zinc, the iron, and the healthy fats that force your body to build muscle. To explain why your body has stopped listening to chicken, Dr. Hinohara is here. He has a perfect way to explain what happens to our muscles after 60.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. Yes, we must stop counting just the grams of protein. We must look at the whole picture. I want you to imagine your muscle is a construction site. When you are 20 years old, the workers are young and energetic. You eat a little bit of chicken, and they immediately start building. But when you turn 60, something changes. We call it anabolic resistance, but I call it muscle deafness. The workers on the site are now old. They are hard of hearing. They are tired. If you just send them protein chicken, it is like whispering to them. They don't hear the order. They keep sitting down. They need a megaphone. They need a loud shout to get up and work. The 8 foods we are going to show you today act like that megaphone. Oysters act like the foreman shouting orders. Salmon acts like the oil that greases the rusty machines. Yogurt acts like the morning coffee that wakes everyone up.
That is the key. We are not telling you to never eat chicken again. We are telling you that chicken alone is not enough anymore. You need the muscle density pyramid. We are going to organize these 8 foods into 4 groups: the daily activators, the anti-inflammatory oils, the superfuels, the heavy weapons. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to swap a few meals a week to turn that construction site back into a busy muscle-building factory. Before we start, I want to ask you, what is your go-to protein right now? Do you eat chicken every day like my dad did? Or do you rely on protein shakes? Tell us in the comments below. And if you are ready to hire a new crew of workers for your body, now is the perfect time to hit that subscribe button. Let us start with group number 1.
Welcome back. We are standing at the gate of your construction site. The workers are asleep. We need to wake them up every single morning. We need the daily activators. These are 2 foods that you can easily eat for breakfast to flip the on switch for muscle growth. This brings us to food number 8, Greek yogurt.
Now please listen carefully. I did not say regular yogurt. Regular yogurt is often full of sugar and liquid. Greek yogurt has been strained. They remove the watery whey, leaving behind a thick, concentrated protein cream. But here is why it beats chicken. Chicken gives you protein blocks, but Greek yogurt gives you the light switch. That switch is an amino acid called leucine. Remember how we said your muscles are deaf? Leucine is the hearing aid. A cup of Greek yogurt has about 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine. Science tells us you need exactly 3 grams to trigger the growth signal in older muscles. Chicken has leucine, but yogurt delivers it in a way that absorbs faster and easier.
My advice, do not buy the ones with fruit on the bottom. That is just candy jam. Buy plain full-fat Greek yogurt. Add your own berries. Add a little honey. Eat this for breakfast, and you have turned the lights on at the construction site before 9 a.m.
Now let's talk about the second activator. This is food number 4, whole eggs. I have to be very firm here. Stop throwing away the yolk. Stop ordering egg white omelets. For 20 years, we thought the cholesterol in the yolk was bad for your heart. We now know that for most people, dietary cholesterol does not clog your arteries. But more importantly, the yolk is where the muscle magic is. A study found that men who ate whole eggs built 40% more muscle than men who ate just egg whites. Why? Because the yolk contains choline.
Think of choline as the telephone wire. Your brain sends a signal. Lift this box. The signal travels down the wire nerves to the muscle. If you lack choline, the signal is weak. The line is fuzzy. You feel weak. The egg yolk repairs that wire. Also, the yolk contains healthy cholesterol. What is testosterone made of? It is made of cholesterol. If you throw away the yolk, you are throwing away the raw material for your male hormones.
So here is the rule for Group 1 breakfast should be 3 whole eggs or a bowl of Greek yogurt. Do this daily. This ensures the workers are awake and the telephone lines are working. But waking up the workers is not enough. If the machines on the construction site are rusty and squeaky, work will be slow. We need oil. We need to lubricate the system to stop the inflammation that makes you stiff. This brings us to Group 2.
Welcome back. So we have woken up the workers with yogurt and eggs. They are ready to work. But look at the machines on your construction site. The cranes, the trucks, the pulleys. If you are over 60, these machines are likely covered in rust. This rust is inflammation. When your joints hurt, that is inflammation. When your muscles feel stiff, that is inflammation. Inflammation is like sand in the gears. It slows everything down.
And this is where chicken fails us completely. Chicken breast contains 0 omega-3 fatty acids. It cannot stop the rust. To fix this, we need the oils. This brings us to food number 7, wild-caught salmon. You know salmon is good for your heart, but did you know it helps you grow muscle by releasing the parking brake? Your body produces a protein called myostatin. Think of myostatin as the parking brake on your muscle growth. It stops your muscles from getting too big. As we age, sometimes this brake gets stuck. It stays on. So no matter how much you exercise, you don't grow. Omega-3s found in salmon help release that parking brake. They lower the myostatin levels so your body allows the muscle to expand again. Chicken cannot do this. Only the fish oil can.
But Dr. Ben, we must be honest. Good salmon is expensive, and some people just don't like cooking fish because of the smell. So, I want to introduce the budget champion. Food number 3, sardines.
I can hear some of you groaning. Sardines, really, yes. Sardines are arguably the healthiest, cheapest muscle food on the planet. A can costs about $1.50. It has more omega-3s than salmon. And it has a secret weapon, the bones. Because sardines are tiny, you eat the bones. They are soft. This gives you a massive dose of calcium. Remember, to move a muscle, your brain uses calcium as the spark. Without calcium, the muscle cannot contract hard. Sardines give you the protein, the oil, omega-3, and the spark calcium all in one can.
But Dr. Ben, the taste. Many seniors hate the fishy taste. The chef's tip: how to hide sardines. Do not eat them straight from the can. Make fisherman's toast. Take a piece of whole grain toast. Mash half an avocado on it. Mash the sardines into the avocado. Squeeze lots of lemon juice and add black pepper. The acid in the lemon cuts the fishy oiliness. The avocado makes it creamy. It tastes rich and savory, not fishy. If you eat this twice a week, you are oiling the machines and releasing the parking brake.
So Group 2 is your anti-rust maintenance crew. Salmon or sardines, try to eat them 2 times a week. Now we have the workers Group 1 and the oil machines Group 2. But machines need fuel, they need energy to run, and we need a special kind of fuel that carries oxygen to the workers so they don't get tired. This brings us to the super fuels.
Welcome back. We have the workers, eggs, yogurt. We have the oiled machines, fish. But now imagine your construction site at 2 p.m. The workers are exhausted, they are panting, they are moving slow. Why? Because they are running out of oxygen. To build muscle, your body needs to pump oxygen into the tissue. If the oxygen supply is low, you feel tired just walking up the stairs. Chicken breast is white meat. It has very little iron, and iron is the truck that carries oxygen in your blood. This brings us to food number 5, lentils.
I know you think of lentils as hippie food, but they are actually muscle fuel. 1 cup of cooked lentils has 37% of your daily iron. Chicken breast has only 5%. That is a massive difference. If you are low on iron, which many seniors are, your blood cannot carry enough oxygen. You go to the gym, you lift a weight, and you get tired immediately. By swapping chicken for lentils just once or twice a week, you refill the oxygen trucks. Suddenly you have the energy to finish the job.
And lentils are cheap. You can buy a bag of dry lentils for pennies. The chef's tip: iron from plants is a little hard to absorb. To unlock it, you need vitamin C. So when you make a lentil soup, squeeze a lemon into it before you eat. The lemon juice acts like a key that unlocks the iron so your body can use it.
Now let's talk about the other side of fuel. We talked about daytime energy, but what about the night shift? You lose the most muscle when you are sleeping because you go 8 hours without eating. Your body gets hungry and starts eating its own muscle for fuel. Chicken digests in 2 hours. It is gone quickly. We need a fuel that burns slowly all night long. This brings us to food number 6, cottage cheese. This is the secret weapon of bodybuilders, but it is perfect for seniors. Chicken is whey protein mostly. It burns like paper, fast and hot. Cottage cheese is casein protein. It burns like a heavy log, slow and steady. When you eat a bowl of cottage cheese before bed, it forms a gel in your stomach. It slowly releases protein for 6 to 7 hours. It drip feeds your muscles while you dream. It stops your body from eating its own muscle tissue during the night.
Many people tell me they hate the texture of cottage cheese. They don't like the lumps. The fix: put it in a blender. Blend the cottage cheese until it is smooth like pudding. Add a little vanilla extract or some berries. It tastes like a cheesecake dessert. Eat this an hour before bed, and you protect your muscle gains all night long.
So Group 3 is your fuel team. lentils for the oxygen during the day, cottage cheese for the protection during the night. So far, we have covered the basics, but now we have to bring out the big guns. We have arrived at Group 4. These are the two most powerful, most nutrient-dense foods on planet Earth. They are the heavy weapons that fix the deep hormonal issues causing your weakness.
Welcome back. We have reached the top of the pyramid. We have the daily activators, the lubricants, and the fuel. But now, we need to talk about the heavy weapons. These last two foods are controversial. Many people are afraid of them. But scientifically, they are the most powerful foods on the planet for restoring muscle. They contain the nutrients that chicken breast completely lacks.
This brings us to food number 2, beef liver. I know, you are making a face right now. You remember your mother boiling liver until it was gray and rubbery, but please put the taste aside for 1 minute and look at the data. Chicken breast is like a blank sheet of paper. It has protein but almost no vitamins. Beef liver is like a pharmacy in a single slice. It is nature's most concentrated source of vitamin A and heme iron. Vitamin A is critical for protein synthesis. Heme iron is the high-octane fuel for your red blood cells. If you feel weak and breathless, 1 serving of liver can wake you up faster than coffee.
But, Dr. Ben, we have to solve the yuck factor. If it tastes bad, nobody will eat it. Here's my stealth tactic. You do not have to eat a slab of liver and onions. The 75-25 burger trick. Buy a small piece of liver. Put it in a food processor or chop it into tiny, tiny pieces. Mix it into a pound of regular ground beef. Make hamburger patties or meatballs with it. The strong flavor of the beef and your spices, garlic, onion powder completely hides the liver. You get all the super vitamins without the rubbery texture. Do this just once a week. That is all you need.
Now we have arrived at the peak, food number 1, oysters. Why is this number 1? Because it fixes the root cause of muscle loss in men and women hormones. As we age, our testosterone drops. Yes, women need testosterone too for muscle strength. To make testosterone, your body needs 1 mineral above all others, zinc. Chicken breast has almost 0 zinc. Oysters are the zinc kings of the world. 6 oysters give you 600% of your daily zinc. When you eat oysters, you are refilling the tank for your hormones. A study showed that fixing a zinc deficiency can boost testosterone levels significantly in seniors. This is the foreman shouting at the workers to build, build, build.
But again, the practical problem. Fresh oysters are expensive. Shucking them is dangerous for your hands. And eating them raw scares people. The solution: go to the canned food aisle. Look for smoked oysters in a tin. They are cooked. They are inexpensive, about $3. They taste like smoky barbecue, not like the ocean slime. They are delicious on a cracker with a little hot sauce. If you eat just 1 tin of smoked oysters per week, you have solved your zinc problem. You have given your body the hormonal support it cannot get from chicken.
So look at the arsenal we have built. We have moved way beyond boring chicken breast. We have stealth liver burgers. We have smoked oyster crackers. We have fisherman's toast. We have Greek yogurt bowls. Now the question is, how do we organize this? You don't need to eat all 8 foods every day. That is too hard. We need a simple weekly schedule, a rotation plan that keeps it easy and affordable. So let's take a step back and look at the construction site of your body. We started with the problem my father eating chicken breast every day and still getting weaker. Why? Because he was just buying bricks protein, but he forgot to hire the workers, zinc, iron, omega-3s. You now have a list of 8 foods that bring the whole crew to the job site, but I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. You do not need to eat liver oysters and sardines all in one day. That would be a terrible meal. We have designed a simple weekly schedule for you. We call it the 3-2-1 muscle plan.
It is very simple to remember. 3 days a week. The activators. Make sure that on at least 3 mornings, you eat either 3 whole eggs or a bowl of Greek yogurt. This ensures the lights are on and the machinery is ready every day. 2 days a week. The oils. Pick 2 days, maybe Tuesday and Friday, to have fish instead of chicken. Have a piece of salmon for dinner, or have the sardine toast for lunch. This keeps the rust inflammation away. 1 day a week, the heavy weapon. Pick just 1 day, maybe Sunday, to eat a super meal. This is when you have the stealth liver burger or the smoked oysters on crackers. You only need this once a week because they are so powerful.
See, it is manageable. You are still eating chicken the other days if you want. But by adding these nutrient bombs, you are giving your body the testosterone support, the oxygen, and the anti-inflammatory oils it has been begging for. Now, I must give you a very important medical safety warning. These foods are powerful medicine, and you need to be careful. Gout warning. If you suffer from gout, be careful with sardines, liver, and oysters. They are high in purines, which can trigger a gout attack. Stick to the eggs and yogurt and talk to your doctor. Vitamin A, do not eat liver every day. It has too much vitamin A, which can be toxic if you eat it daily. Once a week is perfect. Iron. If you have a condition called hemochromatosis, too much iron skip the liver and the cast iron skillet.
But for most seniors, this variety is exactly what the doctor ordered. It is time to stop being afraid of fat. It is time to stop throwing away the egg yolks. Nature packaged these nutrients together for a reason.
If this video helped you understand that chicken isn't king, please do us a huge favor and hit that like button. It helps us break the algorithm and reach more seniors who are struggling with muscle loss. And please share this video with your gym buddy or your spouse. Cook that stealth liver burger together and see if they notice. If you are not yet part of our Healthier Daily community, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And for our final question, which heavy weapon are you brave enough to try? Are you going to try the stealth liver or the smoked oysters? Let us know in the comments below. I read them all.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, muscle is the currency of aging. The more you have, the richer your life will be. Eat well. Be strong. Be well.